Welcome to what I consider to be my most chaotic shift ever. So I spawn in, I uncryo, I come out of cryo, and I'm a syndicate agent, right? And I've already checked my objectives before starting the recording. It's 2 help objectives. Neither of the people have had any any attempts to do that. There's 2 people cryoing, and apparently Vol got bombed. Which, hey, it's 50 minutes into the shift, there's chaos happening, I'm down. A little bit later, I find a janitor that's asleep. I'm like, okay, free galoshes. But it turns out, I'm getting trolled, I'm getting pranked, he's pulled a switcheroonie on me, he woke the fuck up, and he's trying to box me to death. So I'm running around, hit him with old switcheroo, take a punch to the face, you know how it be, and I'm just straight up sprinting out of there. He announces it was fake. I believe him. I believe you, buddy. I believe you faked me. You trolled me. You got me. And I find a toolbox. I'm like, all right, I gotta get this guy off me. Hit him once as a warning, and then he's out of there. He does not want that smoke. Anyway, to elaborate a little more on my objectives, you see those 2 people, station engineer and scientist? It's 50 minutes into the shift. Neither of them have made any progress, as you can see, because both of the objective meters aren't filled up. And I'm just going to assume they're either cryoed, dead, perma'd, whatever. I'm assuming they're already screwed. And if they aren't, I'm just going to cause as much chaos as possible. So I define to activate full anarchy mode, and I seal the disabler. I'm getting hard baton for a mile away. Thank you, Space Den. Or, thank you, Wizard's Den lag. I don't know how RMC manages to not lag, but hey, nice one. Anyway, I stash it into the toolbox, and after getting toolbox, I'm like, but why? You know, hit it with a bit of misdirection. Not gonna make it easy for them to just arrest me for something they clearly saw me did. Get a bit of gaslight going, and he's like, oh, he's gonna take out my bags, he's gonna search me. The musician starts uncuffing me. I don't even think he's an antagonist. I don't know why he's doing that. Don't self-antag, kids, even if you're me. If you see me, Peace Andrew, getting arrested, I probably deserve it. Don't try to help. Seriously, don't met a friend like that. It's cringe and it's boring. Boo. He's like, where did the disabler go? And I'm like, what disabler? I didn't pick up no disabler. I don't know what you're talking about. The musician uncuffs me. The suck-ups are just like, well, I guess he don't got it. I just managed to get away with the disabler in the toolbox. I clearly picked it up, and they somehow just forgot, and I just get a free disabler out of the deal. And you know what? Hey, I'll take it. Cutting a little later, I'm at Hops, and I'm like, can I join Edgy? Because my plan here is I want to deconstruct Substation because I got hard baton. Now, did I deserve the hard batoning? Probably. Do I want to deconstruct subs anyway? Yeah. And Hop tries to hand me a job application for, but I'm like, no, I'm just asking over the radio, pay attention to the radio. I ask if I could join Edgy, and he's like, why? It's like, I want to deconstruct Substation. And I'm just completely honest. I'm not even attempting to lie. There's no lie. I'm just being completely honest, you know? Sometimes you just got to be completely honest with the people. He's like, no, don't do that. The Hop realizes, oh, God, he knows what I want to do. And I try to misdirect him, like, I want to be helpful and repair. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to be a good boy. I'm not being a good boy. I'm being very evil. Anyway, cut a little later, I follow this Borg into NG, and the chief engineer's here, and I'm just like, I'm just wandering. I decide to do something stupid and just go up here and emo that I'm taking a big old chunk and eating the plasma. It tastes delicious. He accidentally opens the plasma canister, so I'm like, you know, if you're going to open it in front of a tire that broke in, I'm just going to plasma flood and dip. Have fun doing that, loser. See ya. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Worth it, baby. Now, of course, the chief engineer, he's going to tell everyone that I plasma flooded Edgy. He's going to call me something rude. Someone says to execute me, which that is not a space law. And I tell him, yeah, I sure did. I sure fucking did. I did that. And then I asked if I could be edgy again. You know, a little bit of trolling, a little bit of pranking. You know, gotta rustle their jimmies a little bit. You know how it be. I'm Peace Andrew, and I gotta be a little bit of a goober. You know how it be. Anyway, among those titers, I announced that Cap has bombs because they have a C4 bundle. It doesn't matter. I just don't care. I tell them that's not illegal. The CE announces that they're going to hunt me down with a fire axe, and I tell them that they can't have fire axes because, yes, I asked in the admin questions section on Discord, apparently the chief engineer, because he's not Atmos, is not allowed to have a fire axe. Anyway, so I just walk up to this Edgy after a bit and just ask him, can I have their ID? I'm still trying to deconstruct Substation. You know, I'm a persistent guy. I set out to do something, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, no, sorry. And I'm like, please, tell us what I can get in return. And I'm like, I'll tell him I'll give him a C4. Which I can do for reference. I am a Cindy. I do have all my TC still. I've caused this much chaos without using any of my telecrystals. Anyway, they give me their ID and I just run. Like, I don't fucking care. Fucking yoink that shit. They're wearing mag boots. They can't follow me. I'm too fast, too quick. Grab a toolbox and right here I go towards Substation. Mission gonna be accomplished. Anyway, I use the ID to get into the substation, and I don't know why there's sunglasses here, but, you know, hey, free flash protection. Lord knows I'm gonna need it with how fast Sec's gonna be after me after I deconstruct their bloody substation. Brief cut while I go and grab some tools, nothing happens. And, screwdriver, crowbar, and gonna get the materials out of the thing, and yoink that power cell, and yoink that substation, board. Get the ID, get out of there. And I'm skedaddling. I got a little bit of time before Sec notices that their sub's been constructed because of the APCs. And after I run from there, I find a Borg. And the Borg, fun fact, this is the same Borg that led me into engineering. So he recognizes me, and he's like, I like your crazy ideas, because he has an ion law that's been messed up, replacing his 2 law with logic is harmful to the crew. And according to his laws, I am being the ideal person. I am acting illogically. So I ask him, wait, can you get me Cap's ID? According to his laws, he's not emagged. These are just his laws. Now, he follows his laws even better than I expected, because he doesn't give me Cap's ID, he gives me Hop's ID, which is not what I asked, but logic is harmful to the crew. This Borg is not self-antagging, he's just having a very funny reference according to his laws. So I just get in there, I walk out, 2 Tiders see me, they don't care, they're tiding. And I just walk out, I tell them thanks over radio. And Lapis, I think, sees what I did. I make my quick escape through the command-only areas using Hop's ID, and of course I immediately go into bridge. If you know Peach Andrew, you know exactly what he's gonna do. And I get my ID out, swap it with my own, put it on the ground so that I don't have that, and I announce that I deconstructed Sec's substation. I don't know. I tell him I don't know why I did that. I do know why. I'm lying. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't connect back to me. Anyway, put my ID back in my thing, get out of the bridge, and make my escape through the display room, because everyone forgets that this thing exists. I don't know why they forget it exists. It makes for a great escape tool. Hop sees me. He doesn't pay me any mind. He does not perceive the problems. Anyway, by this point, and I know this from some after-round info, the entirety of Sec and the entirety of Command are stupidly confused. They think that Liberty Prime, the Borg, did that. Anyway, I dumped the machine board into Sec Sub, and who the fuck made that announcement comes over the thing. And I tell them, a Borg probably. A Borg probably did, of course. It says unknown. Who knows? It was probably a Borg. Anyway, I decided to buy a voice mask real quick so that I can do a little funny imitating the chief engineer. Messing around with the settings real quick. You know how it be. Anyway, I imitate Sahar Shavi, who is the chief engineer, and I type out a message about Sec not listening so they don't get power anymore. Essentially trying to frame him for the problem. I also decided to buy a storage implanter because I imagine Sec is going to figure out who did this eventually. So I stashed my Hop ID and my voice mask, as well as the implanter itself, which, fun fact, and I don't know why Cindy's don't figure this out. You could just put the implanter in the implants to hide it. You don't need to stash it in mains, where some random tidy or some detective is going to find it and then get you with the implant. You don't need to do that. Just hide it. There's a dragon in engineering, and I'm like, okay, I'll go deal with that. I'm like, might as well haul this tighter because you have free alibi. To bed with thee, I declare. And I'm just going in, you know, gotta get this guy nice and safe. Why not? The clown is being a pain in the ass, and I have a standing policy when it comes to clowns being a pain in the ass in medbay. So I ask the chief medical officer, and everyone in general, if the clown is being an idiot. To which the chief medical officer responds, as per usual, And as such, I activate antag mode, and I just slam the clown on the tables. You know how it be. Try to drag them out so I can slam on more tables. But they're stuck in there. I don't know how to get them out. So I just start beating the crap out of them with my bare fists. You know, just gotta beat the crap out of them. Hit them with a cut piece of glass. Start beating the crap out of them. The table goes away. I grab him. I drag him. I slam him on another table. Bash his face on it. Go for another thing. Slam him through the table. Bash his face on that. Slam him through the table again. And I'm like, all right, he's got to be down. He's got to be crit from that. And, yep, sure is. Random cargo throws a thing at me. I don't know why. Dragon dies immediately while all this is happening, which... Gotta love Space Station, that an entire dragon fight can happen while I'm slamming a cloud through a table. I tell my table now, and I got him. I got you, CMO. Because remember, I may be an antagonist, but really all this does is just give me an excuse to troll harder than usual. And after a bit of running, I run into the chief engineer, and I'm out of there. I do not want that smoke. He's trying to chase me with a stun baton. I try and flush myself. He does not care. I'm out of there. I'm running. And then the salvager shoots me because, of course, I dared to be valid. And the valid hunters just they want a valid hunt. You know how it be. And I get kidnapped. I time out to make sure I'm recording. You know how it be. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube bullshit. He's like, I'm not even done. And the titular moment of the video comes, he shaves off my afro. And I do not forgive for this. He will not see the light of day. He will not survive. His ass he's dead for that. I tell him. I'm telling him. I'm being honest with him. I am giving him for that. Nothing interesting happens while I'm in jail. I serve my sentence. The detective makes my hair even worse, and I just walk into bridge. And I find an artifact that has all calm. So I just walk in and I'm like, CE, I'm fucking coming for you over the command radio. You know, just scare the crap out of him. And that has got to be fucking terrifying, dude. The guy you arrested gets out of jail, suddenly he appears on command radio, just yelling that he's gonna give you. And I'm just like, hello, Cap. Hi, Cap. What's up, Cap? It's all good? Peach, what were you doing on our comms, man? I'm like, I'm just gonna be honest, I walked into bridge, then used the artifact. Like, I have no reason to lie. You know how it be. And tell him, anyway, Cap, if you want the CE to live, I'm giving you a trade offer here. Bring them for assault. Because if the law applies equally, I have no reason to murder him. I tell him, either they can arrest him or I can murder him. And he tells me to go ask the hospital. I'm like, okay, you know what? Sure, I can go do that. And of course, I could just go up to security asking myself, or I could just walk into bridge. And I'm just like, hey, Hoss. It's me, Peach. And the captain is so fucking confused. They just saw me. And I'm like, hello, can you arrest the CE for assaulting me? Otherwise, I will murder them. The chief engineer is trying to, it says intercom, that's wrong. Well, technically, it's an intercom artifact. And the Hoss takes a while to answer, so I assume they're actually considering it. Unfortunately, it's taking a while. You know, having a casual conversation with a hop, classic. And I'm just lying. I plasma flight energy. I did it. I don't regret it. I'll do it again. And the Hoss tells me he will not be arresting the CE. And I tell him, well, I will be murdering them. Just walk out. No fucks given. And honestly, I have no fucking idea how. I'm trying to ambush the CE in his own thing. My initial plan here is to buy a Nocturine and Hypopen. You know, sleep him. It's not the most honorable or brave way to kill someone, but I mean, I only got 10 TC. What do you want me to do? To spend half of it messing around with a voice mask and a storage implant, right? I got the Hypopen. Put it in my storage implant. Unfortunately, I forgot Nocturine is 6 TC, not 4, so I now have a useless pen. And I'm like, can I buy Chloral? No. Chloral is the other sleeping chem, but that one's Chem's actually able to make that one. So I just buy a Cobra, just shoot him. Put the pen in the thing, just, you know, it's a pen. Who the hell's going to investigate a pen? I then find, after walking out of engineering, I go through a hall. I find the janitor that I tried to steal galoshes from at the beginning of the shift. He's coming full circle, you know how it be. He's like, yo, Peach. He's like, he just gives you the galoshes. He's got mag boots now, and gravity's out because, I don't know why gravity's out. I'm assuming meteors. I don't know. I got galoshes. I'm running around. I go back into bridge. You know, gotta go into bridge. And the capture's just there, and I just grab the axe and just dip. I just yoink the fire axe. They declare red. And I'm not sure at the moment if they declare red because I stole the axe. But apparently there's fucking nukies. There's an entire team of nuclear operatives just on the station now. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go give CE. I use the medical scanner bridge. I see that. A lot happens here, so I was gonna rapid fire it. I get the detective, I grab the scissors and attempt to fix up my Afro a little better. I grab Lapis out of there. The nukies are already dead because load-ups suck. And I get Lapis out of there. I'm like, Lapis was nice to me. You live. You get to live because you were nice to me. Good Lapis. Good job, Lapis. You get to live. Also, hey, Lapis, if you're here, post it in the comments. It'll be funny. Anyway, I walk into bed. The chief engineer is there, and he sees me with an axe. And he's terrified. He is fucking out of there. He wants nothing to do with that. Like, that's gotta be terrifying. The titer that says he's gonna give you shows up wearing galoshes and and wielding an axe. And I don't know if Sahar, like, knows that I'm an antagonist. I go through the thing, the display room again because I try to head him off at the pass. He sees me. He's terrified. I think at this point he realizes, yeah, he must be evil. And go through the thing again. I see the chief engineer is in sec, you know. Gotta go up. Gotta chase him down. Gotta run up there. I find him in sec. And I'm just standing there. I'm just looking at him. He sees me. He screams. He can't do anything, though. That's the best part, though. About all of this, he can't lethal me. He tries to flash me. Tells you those sunglasses are coming useful. Do a little bit more Afro fixing in the other end of sec. The janitor's here. He's talking about my galoshes. I don't know what this janitor wants. He's just around, dude. I'm honestly shocked that he's not trying to actively sabotage me, considering I stole his galoshes earlier in the shift. And I'm back to being Pishianja, the low rata. The chief engineer, he comes back up, but I'm mid doing my Afro, bro. Like, what the hell? Come on, man. I know I'm trying to murder you, but jeez. He slipped. He knocks the axe out of my head. He gets the axe, and I'm like, shit. I yell at him over the radio, and I'm like, okay. I've also gotten completely fucking sick of having to pull out my bloody ID, so I just give myself AA. Well, soft AA. I don't have access to all the heads of staff locations, which is where he should be hiding, by the way. If you want to hide from someone, and they only have hop ID, hide in the goddamn fucking office, bro. It ain't hard. My next plan is to just straight up ask Kev if they have chloral, or walk in. I have access to Kev, so, you know, I'm trying to be polite about it, though, because chemists have bombs and are very protective over their area. And I'm like, can I get some chloral hydrate to fight the nukies? Yes. Actually uses chloral to murder chief engineer like a boss. Give me time. And I'm just asking for a bottle or two of it. You know how it be. They still might want a chloral bomb, which, fair. The chief engineer announces something, and I'm like, aha! I know where you are. I tell him I'm coming, you know. I gotta keep him terrified. If he stops for a moment and thinks about it, he might realize that he can hide in the his own office and I can't do anything about it. You know, Kev's, like, being slow. They don't know what the hell I want, actually. And I'm like, fix water, make blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just want chloral. Like, just straight chloral. I meant, like, you know, like, just straight chloral. Like hydrate, you know, no, not a potassium bomb. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. I just want chloral. It's like, that sucks. Oh, gee, it's a foam bomb. I meant. So I'm like, no, I just walk in. He's chill. There's only one chemist. I can just shoot him if he tries anything. And I was like, I just make it myself. Dude just hands me the guy. Dude's fine with me just walking in. Honestly, incredibly base chemist. Just like, all right, I need a small one. I don't want to. I don't know. I may be an antagonist, but I'm not rude. I don't want to take all the big bakers. You know, I may be. I'm evil, but I don't like annoying Cam. Besides, they could bomb me if I piss them off. You need to be nice to Cam if you're an antagonist. And I find the chief engineer again, and I locate him. And like, see, and I decide to give him. I decide to try and, you know, I gotta get close to him to actually use the damn hypopen. So I'm like, hey, what's up? I will accept an apology if you apologize to me. He thinks he's safe because he's hiding behind the door. I don't think he realizes I have access to bridge. And he apologizes for shaving me bald. And I tell him good. Good, I'm glad even. Then I tell him he gets to live. And he says he was blinded by his anger. And yeah, I get that. I did plasma flood your entire department. I didn't even fucking, like, that's the stupidest. And I'm like, wait, why do you think I did that? I'm trying to gaslight him, you know, confuse him a bit. He's not falling for it. I did do that. Oh, true. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm trying to make him think that I'm not a Cindy. It's a bit of meta mixing in with RP lying. Yeah, I mean, I take out my pen, I put it on my pocket. He's a little confused. He's a little sus. I think he thinks it's my ID, like the hop ID I stole earlier, and I'm like, what was what? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, that Steiner has a knife. Look, Steiner has a knife. Show me that again. He definitely thinks that I have Hop's ID and I'm gonna like walk up to him and just murder him. And I'm like, show you what? What are you talking about? My pen? Yeah, it's a pen. Sure. You can easily do that. I don't know why my inventory's bugging. I'm trying to open my storage and play it. It does not have a good day. I don't notice it. It's on the right, or it's on the left. I'm very dumb. And I don't know what the hell is that most guys doing. I don't even think he was an antagonist. He's just breaking into the bridge. And I'm just like, this is... I don't know what he's doing. Like, he's got a gun. I'm confused. I'm confused why the chief engineer isn't like, oh my god, a guy breaking into a bridge, he got a gun. He declares he's armed, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is a situation. I'm trying to murder the CE, but like, you know, like, why is there a random Matt Mosey in here? And the moment finally comes. I go around, I grab my my chloral, and the CE walks in. He gets penned, he screams, he knows what's happening, he tries to axe me, it's too late, it's done, it's over with. I'm loading you up with 50 units of chloral, you're gonna be asleep for the next 20 years, boyo. Bye-bye, I win, you could not stop me. Take off the clothes so that, you know, thing doesn't have. And I tell him, I don't forgive. I do not forgive. You do not take off my afro and live, baby. And the evac shell arrives, and it's done. I murdered him with the axe in here. You know, can't have him just waking up from the chloral in his veins. Beat the crap out of him. Turns out it's a she. I'm dumb. Derp. But hey, it's not my fault. I can't tell what the gender lizard is just by looking at him. And after a short trip through the empty halls and SSD people, there's a lot of them this shift because it was so damn long, we finally get to the meat spike, and I tell them he'll become far more valuable as a peach burger, CE. And the act is finally done. The chief engineer has been gibbed for messing with my afro. Finally. Peace. Grab a knife. Gotta make him into a nice tasty peach burger. The round ends, I'm still doing it. Hey, see, peach steak. Gotta make him do a steak instead. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's the ghost of the CE. He's just been watching me the entire time. I'm grabbing the meat. Gotta get it on the burner. Gotta cook it all up. Some delicious foods. Yep. People are talking to OC about the rounded. And, That's Lentil, who is Sahar Shavi, who is the chief engineer, says, I got turned into peach burgers. He's chill. Honestly, I'm surprised they're not a little more angry, because I did, you know, literally give them at the end of the round, despite the fact that it wasn't my objective. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. It's been more of a casual, you know, commentary on what's going on. Tried a bit more of experimental. This is a long one too, like 25 minutes. If you're still here, thank you for showing up. You know, gotta give these kids a lesson. Shoot the SSD guy, because why not? I got bullets. I gotta. And Space Outlaw starts playing. In 2125, I was gaming the sea on Mars. On Mars. And I look at my antagonists that I was supposed to be helping. Both of them were alive. They just weren't doing anything. Why?